What was this episode? What was this episode? What up, y'all? Let me show you guys my notes, for real. Let me show you guys my notes, because I promise you, I always have to scroll. Nothing. Virtually nothing happened. Whatever. We're still going to talk about it. Whatever there is to talk about. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. The previous episode was the recoupling, and after Danica is talking to, who's she talking to? Basically, she just solidifies the fact that the connection with Jamie was far better than the one she had with Reese.
30 to 40 seconds into the conversation, he's already talking about the kiss that we had in the challenge and sort of is going,
if you're into someone and it's going well, that's going to come naturally.
Yeah, of course.
You don't need to be forcing it.
Now, for me, I think it was India she was talking to. If she could tell that the connection with him was forced, why do the kiss? Like, that's where, like, we talked about this on live last night. I was like, I need Danica to have a little bit of discernment and not just allow anybody to just infiltrate her personal space like that. You know what I mean? Of course, it's your body. You do what you want to do with it. 1000%, ain't no judgment over here. I would just like to see her be a little bit more picky. Just a little bit. So don't give everybody who comes your way a chance. I understand she shut down Deji. Okay, so it's not everybody who has a chance. But a lot of those people, I was like, Danica, they didn't even deserve your time. You know? Just... yeah, it's okay. She found something in Jamie. I hope he's genuine. Talking about Reese. Reese is now coupled up with Natalia. Of course, it was by default, but they're trying to make something work.
But would you say I'm like your usual type or no?
Yeah, definitely. Like, looks-wise, I initially picked Ekin-Su, obviously to go on the date with.
So do you feel like me and Ekin-Su are similar?
Yeah, similar personalities, obviously.
It's clear that it's not here. It's not here for them. Later on in the episode, Natalia does, shut it down. And she's like, listen, it's just friends. He obviously agreed. I think that I definitely believe she would have had a better run if she came on earlier in the game, for sure. With Reese, though, I think he's the type of person who falls back on his looks a lot because he is a good-looking person. Right? And so I think that that's what gets him through the door, but what keeps him in the house? Not much. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to not say any, I just, God, anything is cancelable in these days. So I'm just trying to tread softly, okay? Anyways, he has a conversation with Danica and they're basically like, yeah, I get it. You get it. It's cool, whatever.
It's not that I didn't think that there was anything to work with, but I just had to go with how I felt. I really, really hope that, like, you and Natalia actually maybe give each other the time of day. I feel like I owe it to myself to kind of try it now with Jamie. But yeah, you are a great guy.
Now, Danica, you got a good one, okay? If this man treats you anything less than a queen, you let him go. And take your time to recover. I feel like that's what we're missing. Maybe she didn't take enough time to recover from the last relationship. Of course, I wasn't in it, so I don't know how it went down. But I'm like, maybe just some time alone would be really beneficial for Danica. Other things that happened in this episode, sports day. Y'all, I haven't done sports day since I was in grade 8, grade 9, junior high. I mean, I get it. Yeah, it's fun. It was whatever. But I was just like, we don't want to see this. I think it was the blue team who won. Congrats, I guess. After that, in the evening, we had Davide, who takes Ekin-Su aside. He made a tiramisu for her, and he basically asked her to be his. Yeah.
The question is, say me, yeah? Which means, are you mine? Now, if you eat, it's like a yes.
Me and Davide are exclusive, I guess.
So, of course, the name of the game in Love Island is basically either we are exclusive or boyfriend and girlfriend. They are nowhere near boyfriend and girlfriend status, if you ask me. However, exclusive does make sense. Do I see it being sustained? Do I see it being sustained? Do I see it as sustainable? Do I see it sustaining all the iterations of the word? I give it a year. Like within the year, I feel like something's gonna happen. I do. But I do think that they're one of the better suited couples in the house. So if anybody was gonna make it the long run, I could put my money on them being one of them. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. It's at the end of the season. People are just trying to make fetch happen, and so here it is. There was some other see, my mind doesn't even want to work today. There were some other conversations in between, and it was Deji and Lacey. You know, like I said, if Deji's happy, I'm happy. I don't see it as being like a for real thing, but hey, stranger things have happened. You got Tasha and Andrew talking about moving in together and potentially getting married 3 years down the line, she says. We have Gemma and Luca talking to them about life on the outside and all that stuff. Ooh, there was an interesting moment, actually. After Davide and Ekansu became official, Gemma had it was interesting because instead of just being like happy and congratulatory, she kind of has a chip on her shoulder. I don't know why exactly. She thinks that Luca is a little bit bitter because they didn't have like an exclusive grand gesture situation. And Ekansu was like, oh, you guys are basically married. All you need to do is meet the mother.
You're always been exclusive. Husband, wife. It is.
Husband, wife.
I'm glad Ekins told me we're basically exclusive, do you know what I mean? It's gonna be clarity.
Shut up. You're being bitter.
I'm not.
Now, I don't know if the mother's opinion has changed in a week, but as we know, she might not be the biggest fan at the moment, so I don't know how that's gonna go. But yeah, I was just wondering, why is Gemma reacting this way? Like, her relationship with Ekansu, sometimes I'm like, wow, they're so close, and other times I'm like, do they hate each other? I don't understand what's happening. So maybe deep down, Gemma would have liked something that was a little bit more explicit, like, hey, this is what we are, rather than this, like, oh, well, we just know what it is, so it is what it is. I just wonder. She said she was okay with how they became exclusive by not saying it, but just knowing what the vibe is between them. But I feel like low-key, she would have wanted something a little bit more official. At the end of the episode, the couples are told that there is a ranking. The bottom couples are anybody who's partnered up with a bombshell. Okay, so Deji and Lacey are in the bottom. Reese and Natalia are in the bottom, and Danica and Jamie are in the bottom. And this is why we were saying we don't understand why they sent in bombshells this late in the game, especially if, and no offense, especially if they aren't really like that, you know? Like, you really gotta be like, to change somebody's mind this late in the game. And I'm sorry, they tried with not Ekansu, you see. They tried with Natalia, who's kind of like an off-brand Ekansu, but Ekansu was Ekansu. Like, I don't know. You really had to be an extraordinary woman. This is not to diminish Natalia in any way. I just feel like they would have had a better run earlier in the season. Literally all of them could have had a better run earlier in the season. But at this point, like, no big ripples are going to be made by new people. Danica and Jamie were the last couple saved, of course, so the rest of them, they're gone. Next episode's challenge is a talent show. Who asked for that? Who asked for... Love Island USA couldn't have come at a better time, because I'm telling you, the drama with Jesse and the everything, like, I need it because, yeah, UK, it's a wrap. It's over. And that's fine. It's only a week left, so it is what it is. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow.